I saw a post that said that men are dating more for peace over beauty now.
You ladies going to Home Depot trying to find a man. It's an intelligent strategy, but y'all the wrong kind of women to do it. With all your facial shit, piercing.
Girls, we gotta talk. I don't want to have an absolute distaste for men anymore.
After years of bashing and hating men, some women are now trying to change their ways.
You want to know where all the hot men are in Chicago? They're on the south side, babe. That's where they're hiding.
Sitting up here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me.
If you leave a good man to go and have a phase, don't you dare complain.
It happens all the time. Women destroying good relationships, only to later regret it. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
Sitting up here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me. They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men out there. As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down. It's just...
If you think you live somewhere where we should move because we all want husbands that are actually good men, please comment a good state and city, zip code, all the info on where we should move.
Address.
You ladies going to Home Depot trying to find a man. It's an intelligent strategy, but y'all the wrong kind of women to do it. With all your facial shit, piercings and your chest tattoos and all that. Finger tattoos looking like a convict. The dudes that go in the Home Depot are wholesome dudes, hardworking boys, good old boys. They ain't trying to fuck with that. Purple and pink hair and all that bullshit. We don't want nothing to do with that. So the wrong lady's looking at the right spot. If you're a nice, clean, cute, conservative, in shape to some degree, at least normal sized, don't have tattoos all over your chest and shit, you don't look like a convict, and you go to Home Depot, yeah, you're probably sure. You're looking for a good dude. But these liberal girls, progressive, wherever you go. You ain't gonna find nobody at no Home Depot unless you just find somebody just to bang your brains out real quick. You might find that, but I doubt that either. Wrong girls, right place.
Ouch! He didn't hold back not one bit, but he's right. Women with piercings and face tattoos looking like Beelzebub will have a hard time locking down a good man. It's just not what they're attracted to. Good men, the kind who are emotionally stable, looking for peace, and ready to build something serious, aren't lining up for women who look like they just stepped off the set of a horror punk music video. That's not judgment, that's just preference. A man who values peace and order isn't going to bring home someone who looks like chaos in human form. It's not just the look either. It's what the look represents. Whether fair or not, face tattoos and excessive piercings often signal rebellion, emotional volatility, or don't care what anyone thinks attitude. That's not exactly the energy most high-value men are trying to marry into. You can scream, "Accept me as I am," but reality doesn't bend to demands. Men have standards too.
Just remember, a lot of men want a good woman until it requires them to be a better man.
Maybe so. But some of those women are going to be in for a rather rough time of it, because most of those good men only want a good woman, and that usually involves more than being just a pretty face.
Ladies, I need you to tell me, to help me. What town do you live in that you walk into a Home Depot and y'all finding these fine ass men? Because it ain't here. It ain't where I'm at. I'm outside Austin area. I ain't saying exactly where, but yeah, did not happen. I'm going in there looking for some hardware stuff I need. And, I was like, I tried looking on my own. I really did. I tried to be like that independent, woman. And I'm standing over there and there was none around. I was ready to meet my cowboy. I don't know. Where are they?
Ladies, single ladies, I'm going to do you the biggest favor of your life. If you're looking for a very specific type of man, if you're interested in that, if you're looking for, middle-aged, blue collar, general contractor, handyman with gray hair, tight jeans, baseball hat, probably on backwards, you're going to want to go to Lowe's on a weekday in the morning. This is where they are. And I don't know, at least a half dozen zaddies are walking around, getting in and out of their trucks. This is where they are. So either sit in the parking lot or even go inside and be like, I'm looking for a project. I want to build a birdhouse. And they're going to tell you what to do. They're going to show you what you need. Spoiler alert, what you really need is in his pants.
You need help. Oh, I see. So this advice is really for women who are looking to get laid. And she's telling women, go to Lowe's and pretend you need help with something just to get a man's attention. Let's call it what it is. It's a tactic, not a solution. A lot of women mask their attitude and pretend they're looking for something real, when really, what they're looking for is for their screws to get loose. Literally and figuratively. And I'm sure plenty of men would welcome that at Lowe's because, let's be honest, a quick thrill doesn't require a background check on character. The reality is, there are plenty of desperate women out here who are suddenly ready to settle down, and now they're searching every hardware store they can find, hoping to stumble upon a good man. In truth, many of them aren't really looking for love. They're just looking to be rescued. What they want is a man to swoop in and clean up the mess, financially, emotionally, even spiritually.
So there's a rumor that you can find your husband at Home Depot. So guess where I came? To Home Depot, because your girl needs to find herself a husband, okay? And I will come back until I find me one. So as soon as I walked in, I did notice some potentials at the return counter. But after a couple inspections, they did have a ring. So, you know, you got to respect the wifey. Anyways, I continued to walk around the store because I was like, somebody here has to be single and available and ready to mingle. But to my luck, all the aisles were empty. I mean, I searched everywhere, right? Wherever there's tools, there must be a man, and nothing. I mean, nothing. Not even grandpa was sitting there. Then I did find some wood. So I was like, hey, wood. But let me continue to find for my husband. But today was a fail. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
You guys, I need help finding a boyfriend. Honestly, I do. Okay, I live in Orange County. It is a big place. I'm really close to LA. I mean, like, come on. It's still so hard to find someone that's real and honest. And if TikTok can help me while I'm giving it a shot, you guys, please, please, TikTok, send me a good guy.
Girls, we gotta talk. I don't want to have an absolute distaste for men anymore. I feel like it's taking a lot of the positive energy that I have in my life. I would be the happiest person ever if men didn't exist. A little exaggerating, obviously, because I am attracted to men and I would like to marry a man. Meet me halfway. I'm not saying be perfect like women. I don't want to hear. I know women aren't perfect, but you know what I'm trying to say? Here's my question. I'm 50 seconds in. I haven't gotten to the point. Where do all the good men hang out? What are all the good men doing? How do I find and associate myself with the good men? My thesis is that they're snatched up. They get snatched up real quick. As soon as there's a good man, the women are like, ah! Lock him up, seal him off. Solitary confinement. You are not going to get, you know. So that's my theory, is that's where all the good men are. They're not outside for sure. But just for everyone else, like, where are the good men? I think I need to be enveloped and surrounded by good men. I just don't know where they're at, where they're hanging out. Are they on social media? Do they hang out at the beach? Are they golfing? Are they reading a book at a library? What are they doing? And I think if I surround myself with good, solid men, I will have obviously a different outlook on men. But honestly, I am surrounded by men, just like your average man. Am I making sense? I don't know. I just woke up today tired of it all. I'm tired of the men. I'm tired of it all.
Well, your thesis is correct, madam, because there are plenty of good men that's been snatched up. So this woman stated she doesn't want to have a disdain for men anymore, and her reason is based on the actions of some men and what some men have done. I had to cut that out. She was rambling too long, but let's be real. It's convenient to let go of the hate now that things didn't go her way. When she was getting attention, chasing thrills, and living in her soft villain era, there was no problem dragging men through the mud. Now that the emotional damage is catching up, and the good men have already settled down with women who actually respected them, suddenly she wants a second chance. That disdain she had wasn't just about men. It was about herself deep down. Regret is loud when the silence kicks in, and once the thrill is gone, and she's left with nothing but her own reflection, it's easier to point fingers than admit, I messed up. I overlooked the real ones.
So my brother's running a triathlon right now, and I think it should serve as inspiration for all you ladies out there that there are real men. They're just training for triathlons. There aren't just losers in the bar. Most of them are probably doing a 15-mile bike to prepare for their triathlon. So if there are men out there like my brother who is a sweet angel who respects women and has good style and does triathlons, then there are others like him for all the rest of us. No one can have my brother though, because he has a girlfriend, but just thought I'd share.
So all these good men out here always talk about, oh, you know where you can find me? You can find me at home. Oh, okay, it's COVID. I can find you at home. Let's see. Attention, if you are a good man who is single, and when I say single, I mean single, please airdrop me a picture of yourself, your resume, a pin pic preferably, and your credit score. I will be getting back to you, and let's make this happen. Again, you must be single, and not New York's or the world's definition of single. Thank you, and I will be speaking to you shortly. I'm coming to find my good man.
The question I probably hate the most is, where has all the good guys gone? Let me tell you, nowhere. You meet them every single day. The only thing is, a couple of people hurt you and you started to generalize that all men are the same, and they're not. So somebody broke your trust. Now there is not a trustworthy man left out there. Some of them broke your heart. Now every man is just waiting for the opportunity to do the same. And this one guy only wanted one thing from you. So you decided not to offer anything ever again. And why doesn't the good guy speak up? My dear, because they do not need to defend themselves. See, the good guy's quiet. He's not going to put you in a position that you don't want to be in. He's safe. Hell, he might even be borderline boring. But they're out there. A lot of them. To all the gentlemen out there, I take my hat off to you. Stay strong. Because every now and again, the good guy gets picked. And they end up calling that a fairy tale.
The thing is, even if a good guy did defend himself and say he was a good man, most women wouldn't believe him. They'd roll their eyes, accuse him of trying to manipulate them, or assume he's just pretending to be different so he can get what he wants. That's why good men don't speak up when women ask, "Where are all the good men?" Because when they do, they get dismissed, doubted, or disrespected. The truth is, modern women have been so conditioned by toxic dating cycles, fake personas, and social media lies that they don't even recognize real when it's in front of them. A man says he's loyal, emotionally available, and values peace. He must be boring. He must be lying. He must be hiding something. So, what do good men do? They fall back. They stop explaining themselves. They stop defending their intentions. They've seen too many women chase chaos, glorify dysfunction, and overlook men who would have given them the world.
Can someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here?
Ugh, not another one. All right, well, let's try it again. And you know what? I'm just going to give a cursory mention to the friend zone. Because I would bet money there are tons of guys who meet all those criteria you listed that are sitting in your friend zone or were, but you didn't give a second glance to because they just didn't check all the boxes. And that's the real issue. Because you see, there are tons of great guys, guys who are funny, guys who are loyal, guys who are good looking, all around you. The problem is, to you, they're just not funny enough or good looking enough. They're not perfect. And that's the problem. You expect perfection. Or as you often see on here, women have raised their expectations. Or sometimes they'll phrase it as, we've raised our standards. And of course, they blame men for not meeting them. In fact, today's women take great joy in making videos mocking and ridiculing men. I mean, it helps to get clicks, views, and likes, right? The thing.
Where are the high quality men? I love these comments. I just posted a video on what a man will do if he loves you. And the first two comments, only comments now, are, where are these men? Where do we find them? Well, without breaking too much news and spilling too much tea, I will say, ladies, men like this are out there. And how you find them and how you attract them to you is by being the woman that will only accept this type of treatment. So that means no dusties, no bums. We are quickly canceling what we don't want right out the gate. Does that mean we're lonely for a long period of time? Yeah, I was lonely for a good 7 months, wasn't dating a lot, probably went on a handful of dates, but knew instantly if that man was not at the level and caliber of man that I knew that I deserved. And I immediately got rid of that man. Now listen, that takes some shadow work because you are going to be alone. You're going to have to be okay being alone and not being chosen by a man. That means that you need to go deep and figure out why you need to be chosen by a man, why you tolerate dusties, why you need those dusties blowing up your phone to feel okay and to feel important. Go deep and figure out that you don't need that. You don't need that attention. You are the prize. And I also filled up my time with creation and my hobbies and hanging out with my friends and doing the things that made me happy, with or without a man. In fact, a man wasn't even in the equation. So building yourself, getting rid of what you don't want right out the gate, and then getting very clear on what it is you deserve by pouring into yourself and not tolerating the BS energy around you that is so low vibrational and low quality. And you're going to be alone for a while you do that. And then as you make those huge changes, you will start to attract men like this. You will see it happen. As you raise the standards for yourself and you tell the universe in no uncertain terms, I like myself, I'm a high value woman, and I kind of know like what I won't tolerate now, you will see the universe deliver to you the high caliber type of men that do all these things. And you're going to know in every moment that you're with them that you fucking deserve it because you built yourself and you were okay alone. You waited for the prize.
Not sorry to break it to you, but no one deserves anything. This whole I'm the prize mindset that a lot of women carry. It sounds empowering on the surface, but it actually hurts them the most in their search for a good man. Because in their imagination, if that man isn't perfect, or at least close to perfect, then he's automatically not right for me. It's fine to have standards. In fact, you should have them. But there's a huge difference between standards and delusion. Many women want a high-value man while doing the bare minimum themselves. They confuse having preferences with having entitlement. And let's be real, if you believe you're the prize just for showing up, you've already disqualified yourself in the eyes of a man who actually knows his worth. A good man doesn't want to audition for a role in your fantasy. He wants a real connection. And connection is something that's hard to get from modern women today. They want you to pay for their time,